Okay, here we are with episode 21, and as said, we're just going to continue right from where we left off. I'm actually recording right after the same, that episode that episode 20. Just recording straight off because, since it takes so long for me to actually get the setup to play Corpse Party done, because, I need my PSTV, the HDMI splitter, I need the freaking capture card, I need everything. Since it takes so long, I try to record, as many episodes as I can at a time, so that I don't have to take it out for a little bit, but at the same time, since it's been so long since I played Corpse Party, I'm getting right back into it, and I really want to beat the game, because I want to know what the end of this game is. So badly. I've played the first of the series, the second of the series. I tried to play Hysteric Birthday, but the English translation, the program that I had, was just horrible, and it didn't really translate it very well. And I basically played everything that I can of Corpse Party that's in English and I can understand, and it's one of my favorite game series. It's probably up there with, Final Fantasy and the Tales of series. It's gotta be up there. It's above Persona. I like Corpse Party better than the Persona series. Because as we know, I'm like the big RPG gamer. I don't play much of the shooters or nothing. Oh, look at that! Use the staircase key. Okay. Now the key situation is out of the way. I can continue up. Something up here is going to kill me, though I know it. And then I'll have to go get the key again, make this whole trip again, because I didn't save, because I'm an idiot. Great. She's killing the maid-type person who likes to kill, Blondie. Yoshiki or whatever I think his name is. Jesus, they're really round up. Magari grabbed the now primal beast-like Asuza by the hair and pinned her down. Hold still, you little bitch! How cute. She thinks she can overpower me. Even if I took her back to the real world, though, she'd never be appointed executive officer now. You need to calm down. You're a real pain in the ass, you know that? Hmm? That's a hell of a fight. A tall shrine with a bell could be seen from the window, and from its peak there were 6 columns of light stretching upward. Ayumi. I'm guessing you didn't want me here? Well, you're almost dead, aren't you? You're not doing too swell. Oh, I thought it froze. I was gonna freak. Oh! Fucking rude. Did she really gather all of them? Is she out of her fucking mind? Ah. So, gathering all of them was a bad idea. Okay. I thought it was because, the guy said that I'm doing everything on this end so he can bring he can bring the Nirvana into the real world. What are we doing? Why am I doing it? At long last, I'd reached the top, and there it was, the 6th pillar, in all its horrifying glory. It's a bunch of corpses. It looked like some bizarre growth coming down from the roof, composed entirely of long, dead corpses. I observed it in horror, mouth agape, as a fluttering, winged insect scraped up almost an ear canal. All the corpses' necks had red, ceremonial-looking markings emblazed upon them. This 6th pither was the crown. Why do I call it pither? It's pillar. And what a sight it was. Yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about it. This game's just so dark. But I love it. So this is the last one? I closed my eyes and reached out to try touching the markings on one of the corpses' necks. What the hell are you doing? Stop! Don't agitate the pillars any more than you already have! You again, huh? Look, just stay out of my way! Stop! You're gonna... Whoa! Oh, I'll take that. and she screamed. Mizuto leapt in from out of nowhere and snatched the water pillar crystal Mercy from Magari's chest before she had any idea what was happening. Oh. He is the most evil, isn't he? Is that all you've got, Magari of Matsuba? I think it is. Mizuto looked on in sick pleasure, sticking his tongue out playfully as Magari plummeted to certain doom. Satisfied, he then turned his attention toward the final pillar, which had just finished unsealing. Great. Whoa. Key. The light began to shine even brighter. I could only watch, stunned and squinting, as the new spectacle unfurled in front of before me. What is this? It's probably something big and beastly and ugly, right? Right? I want to tick, but I don't want to know what it is yet. Well, there was a powerful blast of wind, and then the pillar crumbled. It is a big horrible beastie, isn't it? Unbeknownst to me, the other pillars had crumbled as well. The entire school rumbled and shook beneath our feet. Oh, it's just dark. Oh god, I'm scared. What's happening? Somebody help! Suddenly, the entire Nirvana was blanketed with impenetrable darkness. It's as if the whole place vanished, only to be replaced with an empty void. Did I do good? Did I do what I needed to do? Cough whimper. You know. Mizuto. Is this the real world? I could sense that I was crouched on the ground, clutching my forehead. I slowly raised my line of sight up, the faintest hint of a glow catching my attention. Above me, I could see that the sky, though it was muted, distorted and discolored, as if being filtered through a warped purple veil, looked a bit like like Aurora Borealis. Okay. A few moments passed in relative silence, only for the stillness to be broken by a sound echoing from the sky above. It was reminiscent of ice crackling on the surface of a lake. We're breaking into the real world. The scenery that lay before my eyes like something out of a dream. Even then, even after everything I'd been through, I had a tough time believing it was real. What's happened? Then there was another sound directly in front of me. I'd best describe it as a mass of metal collapsing to the ground. I turned my head down slightly and saw what looked like a piece of limestone with an eerie white glow. This was, I knew, the crystallized power of the final pillar. It's the last crystal. Crown obtained! I picked it up and almost immediately, Mizuto tossed the stone he'd taken from Magari over to me. Ayumi, take out all the crystals you've gathered. That's a fine greeting after all this time. Formalities are meaningless. Take out the crystals and put them all together. Damn it. He seemed nice through a lot of it. He helped a lot, but I think it's just so he could get what he wanted. I mean, he's even kidnapped a little girl. There was too much at stake for me to dwell on this. Begrudgingly. As instructed, I took the other crystals out of my pocket and fit them all together into a single object. Well, you just did a stupid. They snapped into place snugly, and with one final bright light fused inseparably. The result was a more or less round crystal with a black sheen reminiscent of hematite. This, I would learn, was called Kabbalah Dogra, and now it was complete. Wow! So with this, Sachi could be defeated, and all my friends resurrected? Nicely done. Mizuto flashed me a weary smile, but then... You're fucking alive! Are you shitting me? Last time I seen you, you were on fire running down the fucking hall! How are you here? Ayumi? I'm guessing she knows I did bad. Aiko! You're alright! Ayumi, listen, I need to apologize to you. Her clothes had been burned in several spots, the skin underneath now black with ash or red with blood. Oh, no. Oh. We're going to... Okay, the nurse's office. Thank goodness. I wonder if there's anything here I can use to treat burns. What Sachi burned me with was a spirit fire, so water's no good. Fortunately, spirit fire is susceptible to talismans, and I had plenty of those on me. That has to be what saved me. But my skin is pretty scorched. I'll need to disinfect it at least. Disinfect? I leaned against the wall and smirked in spite of myself. Am I actually trying to survive in here? I have no way home anymore, so what's the point in trying to live any longer than I have to? The invincible intelligence agent, huh? What a joke. I literally just walked right in here without a care in the world, and now look at me, burned to a crisp! I let myself slide down the wall until I was sitting there. Then I stared out the window, defeated and alone. Sis. What did I say to her when I left? See you in half a year? Now I don't even know if I'll see her again. No, that's not true. I won't ever see her again. Well, geez, way to get hard down on yourself. I looked down at the floor and breathed a deep sigh. My fate lies here in this school, huh? Alongside Naho, Sayaka, and Harayuki. There's just no fighting it. I brought this on myself. I stood up and placed my hand on the infirmary door. Though I'm going to continue fighting it anyway, till my final breath. So I guess I am trying to survive in here, even if it's just for one moment longer. When I opened the door, what I saw chilled me to my core. Whoa! Fancy! I mean, we know where this is, but still, holy shit. This was not in a school infirmary. This was the clinic from Yoshi's house. What's going on? This isn't Heavenly Host! There was a person sitting at the desk. Her face was invisible from the back, but her identity seemed clear. There's no doubt about it. This was in the document I gave to Magare Mizuki. In this clinic... Oh, it's the clinic from Yoshi Shinozaki's estate, so that must be Yoshi herself. The nurse was writing something in, presumably, her journal, and was so focused on this task that she remained oblivious of everything else around her. Or at least, she seemed oblivious. If she did not notice me, she didn't care. She just kept on writing. You seem terrified. I was a fool. Right now, since Shinozaki swallowed the Nirvana, things are peaceful. But who knows how long that will last? What's going to happen if Sachiko's life ends? If analyzed in... I've analyzed the anagrams and determined that all the spells written in this book are nothing more than theories. Not a one of them have ever been properly tested. There are no success rates. There's no data of any kind. So why was I naive enough to attempt something so foolish? I've devoted everything I have, my blood, my soul, to an end that was destined never to succeed in the first place. Oh, shit. Was it destined never to succeed? I'm afraid so. You've been striving toward a hopeless ideal this whole time. And Yoshi Shinozaki herself said all this? That can't be right. You told me I could bring them all back. If I can't, then what was the point? I began to shudder. My voice was getting hoarse. Had I made the same mistake twice? Gone after a way to undo things only to make them far, far worse? I'm guessing so. Aiko could have seen how much this revelation was affecting me. And bit her lip. She seemed like she'd finally succumbed to her own conscience. It's the same for me. Honestly. I was half in doubt the whole time. Or I guess it would have been more accurate to say, I never actually believed you'd be able to do it. I'm sorry. I led you here to achieve my own goals. You? I just wanted to see my missing friends. I wanted to hear their voices just one last time. This was like a new Aiko. Bearing it all, as opposed to hardening her heart like she always had, she wanted friends. And she'd finally made some. Now all she wanted was to cherish them. Tears streamed down her cheeks faster than she could react to them. She quickly gave up on wiping them away, electing instead to look down and hide her face in her hands. Aiko. And then Mizuto's just kind of like, Oh, he took it! Bravo. Before I even realized it, Mizuto had snatched the Kabbalah Dogra from my hand with calculated precision. What are you doing? And shit. Yes, work indeed, bravo indeed. This isn't good. You Humans can be brought to life. The very notion is absurd. Is your pea brain really so full of flowers and rainbows that you actually believed you could cheat death? Mizuto's condemnation. Oh my fuck, I know this word. Condemnation, whatever, and corrupted and contempt seemed to have even greater effect on Aiko than on me. Her face was wrecked with guilt and sadness. I was starting to share her expression, however, as the impactions of his actions began to dawn on me. I fell backward into a sitting position on the ground. The book was always meant to destroy, not create. There's not a single page in it about true revival. If the book acknowledges you, it grants you great power. That's it. And you lost it. You truly are a worthless bitch. However, even garbage like you isn't completely useless. You were crucial to my plan, and you should thank your lucky stars for that. This is the crystallization of the wisdom possessed by the witches. It's everything from inside that book you so carelessly lost to Yumi. Everything. And with it what? I can create a new Book of Shadows. Mizuto inserted the Nirvana's crystal into the depression in his book. Some bitch. The skin is something more than a case, using the manuscript left behind by my grandfather. A sharp tone rang out, and the entire area was quickly bathed in a contradictory light, black as night, yet bright as a noonday sun. Yes! At long last, the Nirvana! It's spreading! What is that? Take a look, isn't it spectacular? Oh shit, it is going to the real world. Yep, the sky had what looked like a giant gunshot in it, with spiderwebbed cracks projecting outward from it, and the gunshot was now growing into a full-on gaping hole. And inside that hole, an upside-down view of the real world was clearly visible. Going to the real world, people! Woo! It was nighttime, so everything was still a little dark, but it was absolutely definitely the world we knew. And in that world, small, black, grain-like objects began emanating from the floating orb, clustering like locusts and dancing across the sky. Some bitch. So hold on, I'm still not sure why he needed Yuka. Oh. Miss Coon, look. Through the fissure in the sky, we could see the nighttime scenery from the real world. What is that? Don't tell me we're... This is a surprise? It seems this place is inside the black sphere we saw hanging over Tokyo. Does that mean Heavenly Host has already appeared in our world? By all appearances, yes. It's a rather terrifying prospect. If the wall that separates the real world and the ever-after were to break, and the two should become one, I can't even imagine how the plane would manifest itself. Well, shit, we broke everything. That shrine with the bell, it's fully lit now. Miss Coon, Satoshi, Kishinuma, let's go. Yes, let's. Alright. Come on, Yoshiki. Shinozaki, where the hell did you go, damn it? She's the one that kind of just caused everything. 'Cause she was getting all the pillars. Why couldn't Mizuto just grab all the pillars himself? Honestly. What's the harm in him doing it? The new Book of Shadows. With it, I have obtained the full power of the Nirvana. The power to suppress Sachi. Okay, so use it and stop her. Her curse is spreading across the whole world, right? So save everyone. That's the whole reason I gathered these crystals, isn't it? Fat chance. I don't give two shits about this world or Sachi or any of that. I just needed you so I could make this book. So you were just using me after all. Yeah, fucking duh. Fuck this guy. I was clenching my fists so hard that my scrawny arms were quivering. Try as I might to think of a response, there were just no words for this. All I could do was glare. Go ahead and hate me. You're too late to actually make any difference. You see that hole in the sky? It's not. It's the beginning of the end. The Nirvana has finally begun seeping into reality. The whole world will take a downturn now, falling prey to absolute chaos and death. Gonna be fun! Every single person on Earth will go stark raving mad, and it's all thanks to you, Ayumi Shinozaki. Your utter obliviousness has ensured that my wish will be fulfilled in a way, I suppose, that makes you a death goddess, doesn't it? The most tragic and deranged one ever to exist. He's beyond corrupt. With this, He's fucking nuts. Snapping a little bit. What are you even trying to do here? Get revenge, of course. Mizuto slowly turns around, revealing a startlingly cold and expressionless face. Yet even if his features had no depth, his eyes stone with an almost cartoonish malevolence, he had quite literally become an embodiment of pure evil. From a spot in the world that was clearly visible to us through the fissure in the sky, a large black monolith-like pillar suddenly sprouted out of the ground. Revenge on who? The Nirvana's power lust couldn't be sated by this dimension alone, so it would seem it's begun spreading through as well. That, my friends, is the entity wall. Come on, Nirvana, that's all you got. You can do better than that. And you will, because guess who's in control of you? That's right, I am. He pounded the book, and just like that, another entity wall formed. This time it spawned beneath a freeway, puncturing and utterly destroying it, scattering countless cars and bikes every which way as if they were toys. No! What? Ignorant fools. I'll show you my vision of justice. The Yagoria will never die. Stop, please! Yumi? I wasn't asked for believing in you. You certainly were. I was keeping track of you through that Agnes cube the whole time. You were like a loyal puppet doing my bidding without even knowing it. The only beings capable of crystallizing the power of the Nirvana and the inheritors of the Shinozaki bloodline, you see. So I had no choice but to let you do the dirty work in my stead. To think it would go this smoothly, though. It took almost no effort to link the Nirvana in the real world. You liar, you double-crosser, you traitor! You told me I could bring them all back! Wanting like a baby can't save you now. The new grimoire will be perfect, and you won't have to worry your pretty little head about it anymore, because I'll be releasing you from your duties as a Shinozaki, understand? This book controls the full power of the Nirvana, and the inheritor of the Book of Shadows considerable powers in going to the Machuruba's tomb, nor will it be you of the Shinozaki lineage. It'll be me. I don't care who inherits it, as long as it's not a sick freak like you. Just give me the book. Think about how you're doing would make Sis feel. Are you a fucking idiot? Nothing I do is going to be some dead... I was going to make some dead bitch feel a damn thing. Dead bitch. Don't tell me everything you said about Hinoi was a lie too. Misto flinched slightly. He seemed to have struck a nerve. Though how deeply that nerve ran, I couldn't say. He really did like her, I think. He recovered quickly, but still. He feels something for the sister. Ah. What of it? All you need to know is your sister was a dumbass, throwing everything away that she'd worked for, and even sacrificing her own life to save the likes of you. Is that why he's getting revenge? My tear glands twitched in pain. Every negative emotion came flooding through me at once. I wanted to pounce on this man. I wanted to wring his neck. I wanted him to die. Your usefulness has come to an end for me. Thanks to you, the end of the world is closer than ever. And that's left for you now. Oh, and that's left for you now. So is to repent your sins and perish. It really is all my fault again. All those deaths were on me. All the suffering, the pain, the fear, it was all caused by me. I'll take mercy on you, though I'll send you to meet your sister right now. Prepare to die. Yumi! Shit, I thought he was about to die. I didn't want him to... Shizaki, run! Kishinuma? Seriously, go! This guy's lost it! You dare speak ill of me? I know that peasant face of yours. Who were you again? Kishinuma, stop, it's too dangerous. Yeah, I know. Just get away from him! But it's probably right. It was my own reckless behavior that caused all this to happen. It's because I don't think before I act. Suzumoto, Miss Yoi, Moshiki, Shinohara, even my sister. It's all my fault. My fault. I wish I'd never been born. Whoa! 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 Sachiko! I tried to scream those words, but my voice was so hoarse that they came out almost as a squeak. I crouched down and buried my face in my hands at this point, and in doing so, I failed to notice the sudden appearance of none other than Sachiko, red dress and all. Shinozaki, no! This isn't your fault. You're not responsible. You just wanted everybody to be happy. You wanted to see all your friends live well. And who the hell could possibly find fault with that? Being tricked isn't your fault. It's the fault of the person who tricked you. So get that through your thick skull. You did nothing wrong. You are not to blame. Kishinuma. Yoshiki. Class rep. Shinozaki. Sis? Makoto, you're all here, but why? Misto seized, trying to wrestle with Kishinuma, instead making a grand, sweeping motion with his hand. Oh! Shite. Kishinuma! Bastard needs to learn when to quit. I feel like I was covered with a thin film of snot and the tears by this point, but I put on the most intimidating face I could manage and tried to stare Misato down. He did not stare back. Oh, he did stop and stare back, though it certainly wasn't due to intimidation. Hinoi, you failed. You've left nothing of value behind in this world. Stop! What the hell is your problem? You're Satoshi Moshoida. In that moment, the entire space shook violently, moving every which way beneath our feet. As this occurred, a massive, virtual, indescribable object floated into existence behind us. This just got intense. Marvelous! It's the seventh pillar. The Sephiroth of knowledge. I made this happen with the power of my Book of Shadows. What in the world? Whoa! It's over, Yumi. With the destructive pillar, it won't just be a simple fissure anymore. The wall between our worlds will break down, and reality will fuse with the Nirvana. What's happening to your stomach? Huh? There was a light emanating from my stomach, but as soon as I caught a glimpse of it, it disappeared. An illusion? Yeah. Nice try. Now let's get ready to bring down the wall, shall we? Heavenly Hills will crumble too, you know. But that'll make a fine sacrifice, Yumi-ish. Will you, Kuniwa? You know me? Of course! You're the famous prodigy, the human who raised standards across the board of medicine, occult studies, and technology. Makoto, Nakashima, and Kishinuma all turned their heads at once to look at Kun, jaws slightly agape. The three of them had no knowledge of any of this, so all they could do was stare in disbelief. Unfortunately, due to your immense talents, your parents and sister alike have been inevitably corrupted, and look how well that's worked out for them. No, it's not true. Bitch, so much is happening. Now, then, I am a bit bothered that I can't locate the Nirvana's core, but no matter. Once the school's been turned to rubble, I'll have all the time in the world to find it. And then, the new book of shadows will be complete. Miss Kun looked down at the Ever After stones, but the spirit meter she'd attached to them wasn't showing a full charge. No good. That don't sound pleasant. Very nice. Good boy. Fuck's sakes. What do I do? Stop, Mizuto? Oh, fuck! I couldn't click it! Fuck! I hesitated a moment, torn as to whether I should try to stop Mizuto or prioritize lending a hand to Kishinuma and my friends. I can't let that happen. I'll stop you! Huh? The fuck was that? Stop! You have to stop this! This was the most desperate cry I'd yet heard from Aiko. If I fucked up and I have to redo all that just to get back to this point, I swear to fuck. Swear to fuck. Please don't kill her! Sis has nothing to do with this. How pathetic. Whoa! Just as Miss Kun screamed, a giant hellish beast spawned right before our eyes. On the front of it was an enormous mouth. It made a beeline straight for Aiko and passed right through her body. Something not unlike black smoke coiled around it for a moment. It roared like a dinosaur, twisted its body to and fro, and then flew over the guardrail and exited the scene. The only thing left behind was Aiko's body without a head. Shit. She remained upright for a split second, then tumbled lifeless over the railing and into the pit. Well, damn. To bits with you, Heavenly Hills Elementary! As if on cue, the entire school began to shake violently. So violently that not one single one of us could keep our balance. Naomi! This was well beyond any other earthquake we'd ever experienced in Heavenly Host to date. The shaking eventually died down, but things looked a lot different when it did. The sky above us was now blood red, with certain sections here and there bursting into flame. Black flame, sorry. And on that note, farewell, my guinea pigs. So did I lose? How could this happen? Miss Kun! The Nirvana, this school, is going to collapse. Miss Kun, is there some way back? My Ever After stones are fully charged yet. It was several hours yet until they are. No. I was slumped over, crying my eyes out at this conversation unfolded. Miss Kun looked over at me, however, and saw something else. A girl in a red dress standing directly behind me. Sachiko! You may yet be able to save yourself. What? Sachiko Shinozaki has possessed you. You should listen to what she has to say. No. I objected strongly for obvious reasons, but I knew she was right. At least at about the possession. I could sense Sachiko behind me. I could see her now, too. But of everyone else present, Miss Kun was the only other one who could. No, Miss Kun, I'm staying with you all. Well, I don't mean to be blunt, but if those tears of yours are true, and you do feel some sense of responsibility for what's happening here, then the only way to you can atone is to live on and watch over the future of this world, and protect this. If you choose death, even when there's a chance to live, then you're simply giving up. You're running away. No, we don't have time to argue. Go! No! I was absolutely inconsolable, but Miss Coon just smiled. She stood behind me and patted Sachiko on the head. Sachiko, responsible for so much pain and torment, who now looked for all the world like a pure, innocent, lost little girl. Reacting to this new stimulus, Sachiko closed one eye and turned her head toward Miss Coon, a satisfied expression on her face. Please? I'm responsible for so much pain and loss of life, yet only I get to be saved? I had no conscious desire to go along with this, yet it seemed I was. Whether I liked it or not, everything around me began glowing white, and my body was lifting off the ground. Be strong. She really was so much like Miss Yui. Below me I could see Makoto shielding Nakashima from the falling debris while staring at my rapidly ascending body. Kishinuma had stood back up by now and was watching me as well. No, Makoto Nakashima, Miss Coon! In an instant, the tremblant fates of Makoto Nakashima, Kishinuma, and Miss Coon all came to a close as the four of them were distinctly and unmistakably crushed before my eyes. Everyone just died. Everyone literally just fucking died. Please tell me, like, this is a bad end or something. My vision warped, my memories jumbled. And then there was just the sky. The sky that hung above the real world, above our world. The black orb was there, and it was swelling up bigger and bigger, almost like a fetus rapidly gazetting the term. It quickly grew too big to be contained and burst open. Strands of black energy shot out of all directions, and the entirety of the night sky was dyed an eerie reddish black. The Nirvana had now become broken free of its bonds, and it wasted no time pulling the real world into its embrace. Book of Shadows. Earned a new trophy. Chapter 6, Book of Shadows, to be continued. Was that really how it was supposed to go? Is that seriously how the fuck that's supposed to go? Holy shit! Well, I'm ending the episode here for today, so please comment, like, subscribe. Tell me what you thought of this fucking bizarre thing and what you think will happen next. Hope to see you on the next episode, guys. Take care till then. Bye-bye.